than this. Nuke. If this is the right choice from Tricked, we're gonna see. I'm gonna talk about the map win rate from both teams in just a second. In the meantime, Rusty wants to deny further access for Bubsky. Takes that one as he jumps through. So Aker and his teammate looking to get anything done right there. Oh, it's getting a bit problematic, isn't it? It's now Tricked. Are actually getting their opponent down to collapse. This is the T side for them, and they're starting off good. Huge is going to kill Freddy B. This means no further chance for Ancient at all. This is a shutdown round number 1. That's the way it is. Unfortunate, but yet again, Tricked have picked this map. You would expect success for them. The scout outside into the hands of Drake, and you would expect a lot to come in from him. I mean, it's no real surprise that great things come in from him. Damage not really dealt yet, though. And as I say it, ouch, that's painful. You're taking down Freddy B. The scout, very useful. As I say this, huge, getting wall banged into the head. Disgustingly much damage that has been dealt with that. This Godoblin sneaks in from behind. Could find the bomb onto the back of Hunden. Oh no, and the 5-7. Not there on time. Expect a lot more to come in there. Again, CT still standing a good chance. Especially, well, I want to say because of the low HP, I closed my mouth and then suddenly 2 players died. The bomb seems to make its way though down onto B, and the gap? Oh no! Capitalize on it! There it goes, Rusty! Can't do much more. That's a little unfortunate. Ancient gotta give a second one away and go for the eco right now. Little technical pause we have. Server is lagging, so we wait until this is resolved. So 1 moment for that. Wind whistles around the site. Tricked, like we said, having a bit of technical difficulties. Funny that the ping issues just come in right there. It's really weird. So we're now waiting. This is the last ticket for the miner. Either Ancient or Tricked are going to take it. And, well, the thing is, which I want to point out right here, picked by Tricked. They have played this map 21 times in the last 3 months with a victory rate of 71%. Beaten teams, well, The only one maybe worth mentioning is Wendigo, but they're falling down. Alternate attacks, okay. Otherwise, it has been just nobody really relevant to say, like Dragons, SJ, Giants, Windstrike, and those all have been very close wins. Whilst Ancient... Oh. Okay. Whilst Ancient is always very close to winning, but then when they lose, it's always them getting double digits. Well, we're heading into a little break, I guess. I'm going to inform you once we're back in. For the moment, see you guys in a second.
Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to my love life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I don't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger.
So unfortunately, we missed around as information was not really given in time. Yet again, no real worries because it was only the eco for Ancient, so he didn't miss much actually. So let's take a look if the Swedes are able to bounce back, because, well, that is the thing they obviously would like to have for themselves. If not, that would be quite much a shame. Instantly, a Danish train arriving over there with Freddy Dauphin in two. He lets this one derail as Hughes drops down. Funny why it's not the highest falling damage. Lucky him. Now they finally find the frag. The fourth is on the site. Now we're very much waiting. See what's gonna happen with Tricked. Slowly and steady though. Taking a good bit of control. This Godoblin and his crew should realize what's about to happen next. So he already moved through. Opski gotta do more major damage. He does exactly that. And this is no real wallbang coming their way. Acre, good luck, have fun. As this one should, under no circumstance, go his way.
Counter-terrorists win.
Tricked, now they have another buy for themselves. I mean, this is the last one for the moment. In case they are losing this, then it will probably collapse. I mean, with that being said, I mean, they probably collapse in that sense that you will see them not having any money in the next one, eco coming in, free to free being inevitable, so on and so on. With now taking the outside control, nades are putting in. Oh, Freddy with major damage from his position in front of the entrance, but oh, a little tag? Only 68. Freddy, you are putting yourself in danger. He twice gets tagged and still is alive. If he'd now find the kill, that would be ridiculous. He does that, but Hunden is then to strike. But Draken aware, alerted. So this is scary. Only and steady. Escape. It's gonna find Baker. One more to go would be Hunden. Yeah, I mean, story told for round number 5. As though Hunden gets one beautiful shot. I should have not said it. But again, look where the bomb is. He's never gonna make that. Never gonna make that in time. Realize it and stays up on top. The damage he dealt to the CT side is though brilliant. This is exactly how Tricked can keep Ancient at bay. Dublin rather leaving his height advantage. I mean, there you have it. Typical free-to-free coming in. Nothing crazy, nothing unreal, except Hunden is going to become ham. As I say that, he has to be taken out. Draken whipping a good bunch. Ancient are suddenly only down to 3, and this is major weapon upgrades. An AWP, an ARC, and an AWP. This is ridiculous, and what a major mistake. Freddy B could turn things around, finds one, and the second is granted as well. This is heroic from him. Problematic yet again. As Freddy dances around it, hopes to not find a block shot in his head, gets another one down. Freddy, you're the hero off Drake at the moment. Bubsky is failing. Rusty needs to assist him. And then his damage control coming in very late and extremely uncomfortable, I have to call it. Really, that was Drake doing a phenomenal job yet again. Ouch, Ancient. Really can't say that I was a fan of that. Again. Rusty He and his crew, they want to pick up the 2-0. And I mean, this is a map where they're somewhat capable of it. Trick, though, must have a very, very deep strat book. I mean, that's the way I imagine. Drake in the previous map was amazing, and he probably wants to continue that performance. With now though, Hunden taking ramp, Plopsky's not going to show himself. Stays safe, stays hidden, and stays until it's the right time to strike. 60 more. And now looking very much forward to the game plan of Hunden as he rather escapes ramp. You see support came in. They're now taking that control in the meantime, and I'm somewhat convinced Tricked are not expecting them to be that fast behind them. Plopsky could get 2, does exactly this. Devastating, and that is breaking once more the heart of Tricked. Hunden is hoping to lead his team in the right direction, but tell me whatever you want, that was disgusting. This could open this crew on the right track right now. ZZ's in the hands for Tricked. Wouldn't expect the real mistake now to come in. Would be a bit of a surprise, honestly, but as I say, it's this good Oplin dodging his own death by centimeters. And now pushing towards the vent section. Freddy strikes. Frag number 1 found. Borup has no armor, so should be eliminated in a matter of seconds as there the scope becomes in handy. There you go. Look for a second like Trick might have the upper hand. Not from a weaponry perspective, from their understanding. There we go. 5-3. All fine, all good. As you see right there, Borup going for Garage, taking out Disco. In the meantime, problems occur as Freddy might fall, yep, actually from a flank. And Draken knows where the bomb is, but he retreats immediately. He can't help Plopsky, and that's so brilliant from Hunden. My goodness, that was so good. Bomb planted. Plopsky just waits above the ladder until that fades, but Hunden is seeing his feet beforehand, and the system collapse. As we saw that one flank on Garage playing a pivotal role in it. And the CTs after that still have a good buy in hand. So let's see. As Plopsky plays this trophy room control quite well, are they able to capitalize on it? That's, of course, the important question. Draken just dodged the bullets. That has been heard and put down to 17 points of health. The SG does the job. Hunden has already advanced that far that he can flank around if he feels like it. he and his boys most definitely ready to get a bit more towards the B sites. There they go. All the utility front out of the B sites. Pretty at least finding a frag, but yet again, that should not work out for Ancient at that point. They might just rather give it up, especially from the economic point of view. You don't want to waste too much, do ya? So, let Trick have the 5th. Not ideal, considering it is Ancient on the CT site. So we see, yeah, the CT's not doing himself a favor. As though Rusty finds a frag. I mean, he could try. I don't see it happening, though. Under no circumstance I see it happening. Shouldn't have said it. The door! The squeaky door! Somebody needs to deny Sush! Somebody needs to deny Sush! And Plopsky's not there to help. This is so unfortunate. And that's a timeout from Trick is coming in. Quickly talking about that. Making sure that this is going their way. I mean, they have to bring it on a third map, right? This is the thing. That's the problem. And now it's not too much time they have left. Five to 5 it is. Plopsky in the previous round with amazing control coming the way towards trophy room. He abused the smoke quite massively. Yet both teams are pretty much on $0. So whoever is winning this demolishes the economy of the opponent. Molotov's good. Should actually deny them, but in the meantime, oh, Plopsky, you're on your own back there on ramp, and on top, Tricked is coming. They pull off another round, it seems to be. Don't really believe that there's too much of a chance of Ancient. And there you go. Tricked. Most definitely gonna get number 6. And I would say this is looking sinister for the lads of Ancient. A map where they in the past have done quite alright, and you know, problems occurred and problems did not occur, so on and so on. Yet again, I feel like there is a chance for Ancient, but I don't see it on the T side. Statistically speaking, yet again, Ancient, and this is where you gotta hear me out, this is where it is for me pretty much over by now, though it's very early to assume. Ancient is basically 70% winning of their rounds on the CT side. 70. 7 out of 10 rounds they win when they are defending. And the problem a little bit right here is Gondola not performing at all, the rest quite averagely. Freddy does his job decent. Hunden top fragging is, without even sounding mad or anything, something very enjoyable. I mean, you just don't see it often, really. You don't see him perform that good very often, but it's enjoyable once it happens. Rusty now pushing through, looking to fall into the hands of Borup, but Hunden in the meantime with a major mistake. Ancient got a man advantage. With Drake not being on the AWP, you don't like that, do you? It's the last thing I'd want to see. With Borb eliminating Discodoplin, the chances are getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. Thank you, Windows. With Plopsky, though, getting closer. AK upgrade is there. Trick got now a bit of a problem in case Boopsky is not finding the frag, but he does. And that would obviously put them in a spot where no trespassing is allowed. Acre. Where is Plopsky coming in? He just waits for the mistake. He waits for the mistake so desperately. But he's going the other way. No, I'm just still lagged. Plopsky now needs to chime in. And, well, he doesn't even need to do so. But finally, Plopsky doing the frag needed. Ancient had nothing. Ancient had legit nothing in this round. They turn it around. Maybe scratching their head. So, still a buy coming through. If Ancient find this, then they actually would be the ones who put Tricked on an eco, and then things should start to look bad. As I say this, they have already made it through Secret. Rusty and his crew trying to capitalize on another. That works. Bob still is on outside. Plopsky must be ready for this. Here's all the steps coming in. He waits casually. He is not even intimidated at all. And if Drake got him on the radar, I doubt it. There it comes with a shot by the book. Sush is out and suddenly only 2 remain alive. Orb Maker gotta perform something close to a miracle. These sides covered quite well. Plopsky is not allowed to do a mistake together with his teammate Drake, and as I say it, AK shots are coming in. Maker, good luck, have fun. That one will never go the way of Tricked. In a regular Counter-Strike world, it shouldn't. And this means Rush A. Molotov immediately coming in. Rusty should start the mow down. 2 are in the Cut Pilar Meat Grinder. And that's more to come the way of Ancient. Number 8 is there. The half already belongs to them. That's something. There's at least Hunden capitalize on it. That has been hurt, and that's a bit disgusting. But again, I'm gonna believe Nikolai is gonna too much, and Mr. Peterson falls down. 8-6 overall, and yeah, the buy is promising. The SG coming out for Sush and Borup. And this is where, I mean, they would love, they basically need a 9-6. That is just basic. This is the basic you would need right now. Boopsky and Sush are not giving up on the fight. The Molly on Heaven will pretty much allow Ancient to not access it this second. And that's problematic, because retaking A, you couldn't really call it fun. But Boopsky in a body shot away from dying. Good night. This means Sush to identify and hunt down. His angle ideal. As though too many opponents are coming in from left, right, and center. They have identified him by now. They need to move down, and Sush would be the hero for the tricked side. And Plopsky eliminates him. 9-6 is there. That's a good half. That's an alright half. Tricked not even being that CT side, it's gonna be interesting what's coming out of them. More likely, as we have once more talked about, 7 out of 10 rounds are being won by Ancient on the CT side. So I'm bad with math. I'm honestly freaking bad with math. But 10% of 15 are 1.5. 1.5 times 7 is, if I am not horribly wrong, well, I would say, clicking on the calculator, 10.5. I was horribly right, actually. Good that I was proven right. So, let's say you have a 70% win rate on the CT side. 7 out of 10 rounds you win when you win on a map are from the CT side, so you would expect 11 rounds to come the way of Ancient. They only got 9. I mean, it's a rough estimate. It's not the best calculation. I'm gonna give you that, really. On the other hand, this just speaks... This has two possibilities. This just speaks for an extremely, extremely weak T side. Alternatively, of course, this could just say you're always good on CT. You could never prove yourself on the T side. We're gonna see. It's still a ticket for the minor, and Tricked, they most definitely don't want to gift this one to Ancient. The Swedes, though, seem to be on the right track right here as they desperately look for more frags. Aker dodges it as good as possible. And now the Glocks need to find a way to reign supreme. Talking about that, only Suge to be the hero for the Danes. Taps away the first Freddy down, but Plopsky swings wide when needed. Double digits are here for Ancient. Coming closer. And this is where I'm actually fascinated to see what's going to happen, because hypothetical scenario, Ancient wins this, Tricked is economically reset, Spoopsky does a drive-by. Okay, well, I guess my theory could become worthless anytime soon. Quickly mentioning it though, Ancient fined this round, Tricked invested into his 11-6, then Eco 12-6. Ancient would have the double amount of rounds. Trick would be 6 rounds away from actually getting a tie. Though this setup could be promising, swinging white. Draken says good night. Nope, not happening. The Galil strikes, and that with full force. Huge as well as Hunden need to do it with just an MP9 and a ZZ, as they are on the brink of shutting down Ancient, but we see the majority of them is on 100 HP. Not the most ideal scenario. Huge losing his head. And now, Hunden down. Here you go. Think about it. This is devastating. And it's devastating in that sense. The Tricked have a long, long way back home. I don't want to call it unrealistic. They're playing on the CT side, and they're Tricked. If there's a man I expect to have always a functioning game plan, his name is Nikolai Peterson. Though yet again, the win probability is diminishing. More and more and more and more. And as this is... Ouch! No, not happening! Uh-oh, this could become dangerous. This could extremely become dangerous, and you would hate to see it. Mach 10 upgrade for Aker. Another weapon, if I'm not totally wrong, on the roof of the silo. NATO should do the damage. No, actually not thrown deep inside. And I would be intimidated right now. As Ancient, I would be very unhappy. They gotta deny further access. The SG has been picked. Draken is gonna take down 2, and Disco just swaps around when needed. And there it goes. 12-6. Buy is here. Trick, by the way, at the score of 11-6 had a winning probability of 21.5%. Most likely a good bit lower, under 20% by now. And once Tricked got the real guns out, this is where you can start to be scared as Ancient. This is where you can start to become a little anxious. But Ancient, their set pieces are very interesting to watch. They really, really have them perfectioned, I would say. In general, I mean, Ancient is for me personally in that tier 2, tier 3 scene one of the teams with the best executions. The outside smoke, Acre thrown away to not see anything. It's gonna happen. Freddy becomes close. He abuses the smoke. Hunden to be backstabbed. And now he's taken out. And surely Freddy rather dodges a few more bullets as things otherwise could look very sinister. Ancient get the way down to the B site. And saving the weaponry might be an option for the Danes. The bomb has to be brought to the ground. Disco, where are you at, dude? And there he comes. Gives the bomb to his teammate. They go back to spawn. Reasonable and scary. The wiggle room fun becomes nearly 0. Sush and his mate not really too much space left for them. That's devastating. That's devastating.
Terrorists win.
I have to be very honest. I have to be very honest. Tricked is still a team for me, which is very, very much ready to come back into this. I think I would never see Hunden really tilting. Oh, yet I unfortunately never played with Hunden. It's just my imagination. From how I know him, from how I met him, from how I talked to him. Calm, Brazilians, and ready. This would be just devastating if Trick don't find this round. No real money left. No real opportunity in their hands. There it goes. Frag number 1 is in. Plopsky eliminated. Draken and his crew are now very hesitant about their execution. Actually asking myself if they still pull through. Problem though will be... Oh, Acre. Is it gonna happen? Oh, did he see him? He didn't! Rusty's on heaven! Oh no, but Rusty's gonna be backstabbed! That's so unfortunate. It's not gonna happen. 10 seconds. I mean, good luck, have fun, but that's not realistic. Tricked. Oh. They're gonna lose another player. But he does not want to die after time. Reasonable decision from Freddy. And Tricked are here on number 7. But money's there. I mean, the next round is not going to be there, but for the moment, workable. There, 100. Oh no, gets stinged. Disco Goblin. Would have expected a little more from him, and though that didn't go according to plan, he's down to 24 HP, so it might be alright. Talking about it. In the meantime, Ancient finds 2 all around the map. 1 player highly wounded, and if they right now collapse and more likely commit to the side of B, that's the way I wanted to say it. Bubsky comes down. Acre already overran and is eliminated. That is an op free for Draken besides that, and Bubsky gotta make a decision. Save the weapon or dedicate. They made a decision. 14-7. Ancient immediately bounce back. You have to say, Plopsky and his crew, this would be their first minor. I mean, surely Draken has played in the major stage. Skadoplin also in the minor back in Godson, but this constellation, which by the way is Oracleless. Ancient is just their name. So besides no chance, in case Ancient winning this, we would actually see 2 teams who are not represented officially by an organization to make it. To make it. That's the right way around it. And let's see, Han and his crew, definitely not the best weaponry, definitely not the best scenario. Sinister it looks, dark clouds are coming over the Danish heads. And there's a gap. Oh no, there's a gap, and this is devastating damage dealt. Good night, Rusty. Would have never expected to see such a mistake happening from Ancient. That is a bomb down, and Hun capitalizes on it so perfectly. Takes down another round over, basically, as Nikolai Peterson goes ham. Tricked with number 8, looking to bounce back massively. A confusing mistake there on outside to see actually that one happening. I mean, from the Ancient roster, I would not expect to do such a minor flaw, which then turns out to have major consequences to it. Confusing, not a pistols, and probably a quick sort of setup coming in. Of course, that's an easy shutdown. No real problem occurring. Quickly cleaning this up. There you go. No real issue happening. Draken, good luck, have fun with that one single deagle. Good luck, have fun to take down a few. That's a bit disappointing. Would have at least expected that, but no real big deal. Back on the bye. Tricked for a victory, 7 consecutive rounds. For an overtime, 6 consecutive rounds. In comparison, I mean, sure, everybody, if you graduated Harvard, Ancient 1 for overtime, 2 for a win. You would say, I think you're allowed to say, Ancient they're just, right now, they're just leading this matchup very obviously, but I mean, in some rounds, the force they have brought onto Trick, they did not expect that to be the case, whilst a few set pieces are totally off. Especially the one we just experienced, where the loss came in before they have done the eco. Naker punishes Draken. That's unfortunate for him. The op coming out when needed, out of his little hole there. Tricked. Patience is their friend. Obviously. Now, the outside control belongs to them. Seems like nothing further is gonna work their way. Oh, what? Plosky, I didn't even expect that one happen. This is so unfortunate. Yet again, Rusty wants to capitalize on the side. Here's a player jumping to the right hand, but do they know there's one on top? Do they know about one above them? That's the question. Blinded overall. 2 strikes, not against 2. Would have thought so. Hunden, oh, he needs to dodge Rusty. He's going around and he's gonna take him down. And Acre on his own. The op that fails. The op that fails! No! Acre, this was your chance to deny it yet again. Oh, this is disgusting. A trick. Surely they got the money. But they're under pressure for 6 consecutive rounds. Ancient with their first time out. Pressure's high for Tricked. Pressure is massive for them. So, most definitely looking to get that one rolling for themselves. Hunden starts. Tanks on Freddy B. The last time, by the way, he has attended the major was DreamHack Winter 2014. He wants to be back on that stage. He wants to be back in the major circuit. First of all, Minor would be his obstacle. Yet again, his obstacle right now is finding another 6 rounds. With all the Danes though chiming in, that might be happening. Now, Tricked have to be in the situation that they are only fighting with 3. And again, I mean, the man advantage is there. 4 strikes. Draken has no chance. And there you go. Well done by Tricked. Number 10 going their way. So, 10 to 15. Pause called again by the terrorists. I mean, the eco is inevitable, obviously. Though, I mean... let me take a look at it. Losing bonus 1, reduced. Losing bonus 2, reduced. 2. 3. If my maths are not wrong. I mean, 0, 1, null, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2,400. Well, yep, that could work. Yet again, I could be horribly wrong, obviously, but with that being now the case, we see the Deagles coming through quite brutally. And the Swedes, I mean, if there's one nation where I say great Deagle talents are born, it is Sweden. With the set piece being set to outside yet again. The only one really holding it up would be Hunden, if he is gonna make that though. Different situation. One smoke, second, no gap. That is brilliant. That's no fake. I mean, at least it seems like it is no fake. They expect him. Oh, Nikolai, are you going to come out of that corner or not is the question. Slowly and steady. He's going to come out of it. Rusty splattering his head around the wall behind him. Freddy maybe finding another. No, this can't be happening. Tricked, you can't fall to this like that. This is not allowed. This would be illegal. Tricked. 5 rounds in a row. Surely he's already tough enough, but falling like that would be devastating. Borbin coming from behind could play a crucial role. As I say it, no, he takes down another. Freddy just jumps down, takes the AWP, and there's one fight to win. The nade goes in. 9 seconds. He could make it. He could actually do it in safety. He's doing it in time, doesn't he? He does. And is his chance there? No! Milliseconds, he misses it. Borup comes down to it when needed. What a risk. Ancient though fighting. And fighting big time. Could have looked into main, but of course this is a millisecond decision. You're under high pressure, that happens. And Trick saw this one already slide away. And there you see it. Tricked are fighting under any circumstance. Oh man, and they won it badly. They won it big time. Outside control it is yet again. Smokes, did they work? Yeah, indeed. Gone actually, funny-wise, back to the Eagles. And here comes the Porsche Panamera on the left lane. Going full speed, but the arc, no real problem occurring, as this is a brilliant safety by Tricked. No possibility in the hands of Ancient. So, 15-12 seems inevitable. I mean, Freddy... Him lurking around with a beautiful headshot. Oh god. Love it. You gotta say it. Oh my goodness. $50-12. Tricked. There is number 12 for them. Talking about fighting back. 3 in a row, and yeah, there you see them starting to strike. Besides that, quick look at the scoreboard tells us Freddy B is once more doing his job brilliantly. Unfortunately, this Gnoblin not active. And Ancient got 3 more chances. Bubsky going in like that. That's a pain. That's massive pain. Last thing you want to see is the aggression of Tricked functioning like that. And they feel it. The Danes are back in the game. At least that is what it seems like, though. The round previous to the previous one. Could call it tight. Close. Uncomfortable. Hot. Whatever it is. On in the meantime, eliminated. Rusty desperately looking for more, but shut down by Borb with the height advantage. And this basically means 2-4. Ancient. I don't see it happening for them. A stat frag would have been the one needed. That would have been 2-2, tied up situation. Now Freddy gotta be the hero on the side of Ancient. Next round, once more, no money left. And Teush with an angle. That gives him a major advantage. And once they had the scene, Freddy's eliminating him. 15-13. As we realize just at this point in time, Ancient with 2 more chances. I mean, realistically speaking, 1 chance. If we count out this pistol they have here. As those upgraded sidearms should not bring them anything. So, Ancient fight in every round so hard with all the utility. I mean, their utility focus is very enjoyable. They could have just said whatever. I don't want to do it like that. Weird though that no coordination seems to be on that A side take. If it is just a bait, yet again, focus over on Plopsky onto Borbs. Huge eliminated as well. Draken gets a little upgrade. Oh, and the flashbang is brilliant. Draken can't take it down, really. Now, if Ancient is a few frags away from success, tricked with no real margin for error, just pointing out where all the players are standing. There's no real focus. Bobsky, though, that is all that was needed. Rusty can get on site and plant the bomb. Everybody has a kit. Everybody has an opportunity. Another player attacked low, then Nate should do it. That means... No. Oh, he goes down the ladder. Brilliant reaction from Aker. Plopsky, though, can do it against 1. It is only the op on 13 HP. That is not the way you want to see it collapse. He knows he dropped down. Aker just being nearby needs the shots, but it's actually Ancient doing it. The Swedes got the slot for the minor.